So we made it to Lost Island, and we've heard it's pretty empty here, and it seems like it is truly empty. It's like 10:45, so we're here pretty close after opening. I like the music too. I see the volcano. Welcome back to Keeping Up in Disney. Today we are not in Disney though, we are at Lost Island and we're gonna go in and check it out and see how it is, so come along. Yeah, upon initial entrance, pretty impressed. It's so well themed and maintained. And look at the characters. Look, they're all gathering up. The mushroom people. Okay, I actually really want to ride the pipe one too. Everything?
It's a big circle, so you can go that way and then fly around, or you can go this way and then Tamariki around to the air around.
Okay.
But
you know,
go ahead.
yeah, I think you should go this way because you can start with like a Mura Aviators, one of my favorites.
Okay.
You get on the big gliders.
And you can learn how to flip.
It is awesome. That one's really fun. And then as you go through, the Awa is a bit more chill, you know?
Of course.
Okay.
We go with the flow.
Is that the water?
Yes.
Okay.
And then when you get to the Yuta, you can do things like Yuta Falls, which is like a log flume ride, and Matugani, a launch coaster. Yeah. That one is great. Oh, and over in the air, of course, they have Nopuko. So yes, it is good. They're always like a nice little break in between, you know.
Awesome.
Going with the flow, you know?
Yeah, of course.
And then you'll go through Mura, and there is a lot of crazy ones. And then we have the Shaman's curse. This one that looks like a mustache.
It does look like a mustache.
I know, right?
We call it a mustache ride.
And then Volkanu is a 4D, a dark ride,
Okay.
but it is air conditioned, so you can cool up a little.
So when you get...
This is the welcoming ceremony, and they're gonna tell us all about Lost Island.
As honored guests, we would like to invite you to join us for one of our favorite Naru's, or traditions. Each morning and evening, our realms come together to share the story of Waterloo, the Lost Island. Today, you travelers are lucky enough to be present for the sacred Waterloo Legend Ceremony. Each realm sends their best and brightest of champions to represent them at the sacred circle under Alzanu's watch, where they remind themselves of where they come from, what they've gone through, and the importance of working together. We begin by awakening the realms with our sacred Kava.
Ooh, she's gonna drum.
First are the Udara, guided by air. They are the non-seekers and musicals. As the inventors and aviators guided by water, they are nomads and adventurers. As the seafaring travelers and navigators, they protect the island, command the waters, and the
I like them actually. They're probably my favorite.
Then there are the warriors, guided by fire. The warriors and champions of Waterloo, always ready to leap into battle. They protect the island with strength and vigor.
And lastly, we have the Tamariki realm, with the mysterious
It's a kid's realm, I think.
Maintaining the delicate balance of the elements was difficult and required cooperation from each realm.
Udara generated an air power. Our Lazuli ore offers fresh water.
Yuta's Awaati Battle.
Mura's temple of fire acted as a sacred throne.
evolve to embody their specific element. The more their differences developed, the less interaction they had with outside realms. They thought less about the Tamariki and balance of Awalu and more about themselves.
This story is very in-depth.
In a floating city,
What?
the Awa set sail, traveling farther abroad and returning less often.
The Yuta saw the island only as a wealth of commodities, blowing and mining the land beyond recognition. The Yuta harnessed
Now they need to
the
team up to
power
defeat
of the
Volkanu.
Again.
The Mura awakened volcanic powers at the Lokolo shrine. Udara used their knowledge and discovered the mysterious binding spell.
With these combined powers and the sacrifice of one brave Tamariki, Tika, they created the golden Awaati statue. With it, they managed to finally imprison Volkanu beneath the volcano.
Join them in their adventure to protect Akmandu now. Let's go. Yeah, this place is beautiful.
I loved it.
It was amazing. That was awesome. We loved it.
Hope you have a good adventure.
Thank you.
Didn't I look so good?
Yes, you did. The lights are pineapples. There's some really cool touches here. And that's Shaman's Curse. I don't know, I do want to ride that. Yeah, let's do it. It looks like nothing's gonna have any lines. A great day at the Lost Island for sure. That is Volcano. It looks incredible. I think we're gonna do this. So Shaman's Curse was actually awesome. You get really cool views. I would give that like an 8 out of 10. It was more thrilling and fun than it even looks. And now it's time for Volcano. We're just gonna quick hit this before even going over to Matugani, but Matugani looks the best. I cannot wait. Here we go. I'm so excited for this. It's supposed to be like Disney and Universal level theming. Oh, that's the door. Okay. Crazy queue theming. Oh, it extends so far back. I'm just gonna quick look. Wow, look how far back it goes, but we didn't even have to wait that far or go anywhere. We just had to wait for our guide. It's got a pre-show too.
One of the Tamariki guardians who watch over Lost Island. Our quest is simple. Defeat Volkanu and save our home. But who is Volkanu? A creature of devastating fire and rage who emerged from its molten lair long ago and nearly destroyed us all. With the power of the four realms, we were able to confine Volkanu in the sacred temple of fire by forging a magical Awaati Battle. Now thieves have stolen the statue from the altar, allowing Volkanu to escape. We have located the Awaati and a remote grotto guarded by 6 stone figures. All that remains is the doomed thieves. So we ask you, help us. Unless once again imprisoned, Volkanu will surely destroy Lost Island. With the assistance of the four realms, we Tamariki have developed an infernal transport vehicle for your treacherous journey. You will be armed with a thermal equalizer, which channels the power of the 4 sacred elements for your protection.
Inferno transport vehicle and thermal equalizer. Ooh, animatronic. Here's this guy.
Please. There is no time to lose. You must help save our island from the wrath of Volkanu. Must be returned to the altar in the Temple of Fire. You will find the statue far from here in the Forbidden Grotto. Now go. May the Tamariki protect you on your journey.
Oh, glasses. Okay. So it's 3D too. It's 4D actually. Ooh, here we go. Wow. No one here. Volkanu is awesome. Great theming. It was amazing. We loved it. And I did get a fairly good score. I got like 486,000. I don't know how that is, but we'll have to try that a few times. Just all this theming is incredible. Like, why does it looks so nice? Does it do anything? So something new is coming. That's exciting. And we're gonna go on Matugani. Another gigantic queue line for no one. It's wild. This looks so cool. An Intamin Blitz Coaster. There's no one in line. Check this out. We'll just get right on. Seriously, this is fantastic. Check it out. We'll record the launch here to show it. Speed of it.
5, 4, 3,
We'll be on the next one. Nice and peppy over that little mini baby top hat into the loop. We're just gonna go right on Matugani again. It was great. And no line. Like, you really could fit that in a pretty small area. And it packs a punch. Just so much theming. Like, all of this is so cool. Look at this, look at the market. Looks like the Great Deku Tree. So the market is a food place, and they have a lot of good options like wraps, sandwiches, burgers, pizza slices. So I grabbed one of the drink cups too, and I got the free refills all day. It's $20, and then just a pizza slice for now as a quick snack, the first food of Lost Island. This market area is so nicely themed, and it's awesome in here. So right next to the market is the newest ride. This is Yuta Falls. It's just a giant flume ride. I think we're gonna go on it. Looks cool. Probably no line too. Oh, that kind of looks like a soaker. It's a soaker. But seriously, this park, just in the middle of nowhere. Look at that. But here comes Yuta Falls, and everyone getting off looks absolutely drenched. Oh, and they have one of the people dryers. That scares me. It scares me. But again, the theming. If you ride Yuta Falls, you will be pretty soaked, so you might want to consider the people dryer or hitting a ride on Matugani to dry off after for sure. Okay, so Matugani, fantastic. We've been on that 4 times already, and several other rides. We haven't even been here 2 hours, and I think we're gonna go ride the Shaman's Curse, the mustache spinner again, and that one is awesome. The floor for the fire area has like jewels, and we've been trying to get these handprint things to work to see what it does, but have not been successful yet.
How far is it?
Yeah, when it finally crests over that middle part and starts cruising and flying you across the lake. This one's honestly real good. I do like all the music. Oh, Matugani. We were gonna ride Rokava, that spinning one in front of the volcano, but they said it's got some downtime right now. It should be open later, so we'll head back later. So out here in this themed area by the Totara market, it looks like something's going on. They have some of the characters out again. We might try to go talk to them. It's the Kukui Station.
Spin zone deactivation now complete.
Those bumper cars were fun. They put you in a spin cycle and spin you around and you have no control. Highly recommend. And now we're going into the water area for the first time. And we found this little totem guy who's like one of the mascots of the park. He's cool. Right over here between the earth and the water section. Yeah, this is a cool looking shot right here, the scenery. Oh, there are fish in the water too. Yeah, this is a cool view. You've got the Ferris wheel, Shaman's Curse, Mura Fury, and Matugani. Oh, and this is not Indiana Beach, but they also seem to have some carp here at Lost Island. Not like a carp feeding section between the earth and water realms. Oh, and I like how the pathway now has like big water drops as we enter into here. It is such good theming. And in the water realm too, stopped at Thirsty Voyager. We're gonna get like a drink or a snack, and everything is just so nice here. Now we're gonna try the Ferris wheel. It just looks like a nice one. Good views. Oh, I see the boat battle ride too over there. I kind of forgot about that one. Nice view. The Ferris wheel is called Alzanu's Eye. I don't know why, but we're heading to this part of the water section now. Ooh, they've got the boat battle ride. Might want to do that. So we're gonna do the boat ride. This one looks fun, but we might go on separate boats. We have things to shoot at. And this is the Awaati Battle. There's a cool like little splash pad out front too, so we're gonna check that out. But I'm gonna get my own boat so I can shoot and have fun. Got this cool water orb and a splash pad right by the battle and the Whalebone Grill. Entering the air section for the first time. I do really want to do the drop tower. Ooh, Skyborne is about to drop. And I was just saying, look at all the theming here too. It's got like cool clouds. Here it goes. Nice little bounce back up. And I think we are gonna do the Amara Aviators. I really wanna try to spin hard on these. If anyone has seen the Queen Spinner of Shell Shock, I wanna be the King Spinner of the Amara Aviators. We'll see. Oh, he almost got some spin. Gotta get the movement and the rotation down.
Alright, we got somebody over here looking a little bit suspicious.
I really tried hard and it is very tough to spin, so we're gonna have to try again later. And we're gonna see what merch they have. I wanna get something cool. This is exactly what I was hoping for, a plush of one of the mascots. The Tamariki is $20. I'm gonna have to get one of those. Ooh, they do have a bunch of shirts too. I actually really like, I like the Matugani shirt and hoodie. That's cool. So now we're in the Whalebone Grill where they have pulled pork mac and cheese. So I think I'm gonna get that and some fries. It's kind of like grab and go here, it looks like. It looks good. It actually looks really good and prices were not bad. It was $10.75 for the pulled pork mac and cheese and the fries. This area looks awesome. And now I think I'm gonna do Skyborne, the drop tower. I've heard this might have a pre-show or something too, which is really interesting for a drop tower. Pretty cool theming. That's cool. They made a flying machine. This is really cool for a drop tower. It's getting me excited for it. Oh, I went the wrong way, I guess. I go through this door. Oh, I have to wait for my guide, okay. So I guess I just wait here.
Everything has to fly, everything has to fly, no. It's broken again. Oh, yes. Welcome, traveler, to Skyborne. As you discern our attempts to recreate our floating city have not quite come to fruition.
I actually did really like Skyborne. It felt a lot higher up there once you're up, and it's got some nice bounce to it at the end, but I think now it might be time that we try the Nopuko Air Coaster. I've heard this one's a bit rough. We'll see. It's a Vekoma SLC. I really like the sign for this one, and again, nice big queue, but no one in it, so we'll be right on. Hopefully it's good. I want to like it. They do have this cool theming too. Not quite sure what these chairs do, but they have like pedals and stuff. The whole air area is awesome. And Nopuko wasn't too bad. It did, that first inversion is so rough. It feels like there's a pothole or something real bad, but the rest was really fun. I actually didn't mind it as much as I thought I might. And of course, we're gonna just hit a ride on the Wacky Worm, Lokolo. It looks pretty fun. It's over in this kids area. Volkanu Again. It's such a good ride. So through the show, we get to see him again. This queue is just really amazing.
Now go.
They do have smells in here too.
Fire. Return the Wacky to the altar and defeat Volkanu.
I haven't seen it do anything yet. I don't know what it does. But I think we're gonna try this one. I cannot remember the name of it. It's like a spinner though. Looks fun. It is called Rokava, that's the name. It's got cool theming too, like a rock demon in the back. Of course, one more time on Matugani. I'm gonna be sucked into the spin zone for sure. Good, how about you? We're gonna hit these bumper cars one more time. I like that, the big leaf on the ground. I like the earth section. So we rode Matugani like 3 or 4 more times. I think we've been on it 9 total times today, and it was awesome. And now we're just kind of heading back towards the front. I think we might hit Volkanu 1 or 2 more times, and then Shaman's Curse, because we really liked that one. And then check out some of the merch more, and then maybe get heading out for the day. We've had an awesome time at Lost Island. Volkanu is just so impressive. Please help us. And we're doing Volkanu for I think a 5th time now. There's absolutely no waits. It's just the walk-on for everything. You can kind of see the ride vehicles there. It's a pretty cool system. Well, there's more of the little totem people. Grab some merch, got a pin, a hoodie, and a plush, and with that, we're out of Lost Island for the day. One last look at the park as we head out. Lost Island was pretty fantastic. Definitely had a great time. So I'm back from Lost Island. It was such a great day at the park. It is really such a cool theme park. Everything there just feels so nice and new, and the park employees were great. The theming was incredible. Pretty good ride lineup overall. Coaster lineup is a little weak with just Matugani and the Air Coaster basically. And then of course the Wacky Worm, but the vibes of the park, everything about it. Not having any lines was awesome too. They had really good food offerings. It was just awesome to walk around and look at everything. Very scenic. Everything was run extremely well. Ride operators were great. They had Volkanu, which was incredible. Like, you don't see that anywhere else. They had Matugani, which we rode like 9 times, and it was amazing. We did lots of re-rides on all the things that we liked the most and really wanted to. We saw so much of the park. The characters were amazing. It really just is top-notch in terms of the theming, the details, everything they put into it. I actually really liked the characters that they had at the park for all the different realms and the elements. They were really fun and interactive. The welcome ceremony was just a cool touch that the park does. Like, everything they did, I was just saying, they go above and beyond with kind of like the immersion and the details, and they have put so much into the park, and it really is kind of a shame that there aren't more people there to see it. And yeah, I mean, for us from Chicago, it was like a 4-hour drive to get there, so not too bad, but still like quite a distance to make, you know, the drive all the way out there. But I would do it again. I definitely do want to go back for sure. And I think it was kind of cool to see it now because it's still in its early stages, and hopefully will, you know, do well and succeed and be able to continue growing and adding more coasters and other things, because I really think that would bring more people out. Because like I said, the coaster lineup was a little bit weak with just Matugani and the Nopuko Air Coaster, and honestly, the air coaster, it looks cool. Like, it's a really cool focal point for the park and to add to the skyline, and I love the color scheme on it. It fits perfectly in the Udara section, but overall, that coaster is just rough, and they could definitely use something better to bring people out. Matugani is great. Also just a little short though, but super re-rideable, super fun. It did say something new was coming to the fire section, so whatever that is, I hope the new attraction that gets announced is awesome. And yeah, overall, everyone was just super friendly. The park employees, you know, at the end of the day came to recognize us because we were rewriting so many lines and seeing them around the park, and super friendly, just very inviting and welcoming. Wanted to, you know, tell us about the rides and things about the park and check in how our day was going and which rides were our favorite. And Volkanu was like world class. Like, you don't find something like that, like a 4D interactive shooter outside of like Disney or Universal, and that was fantastic. I ended up on our last ride, I broke 600,000 on Volkanu. I don't know if that's a good score or not, but that was the best I did all day. I got like 608,000, and Lost Island had awesome merchandise too. They actually had like so many Lost Island branded things. They had a Matugani hoodie that I kind of wanted. I did buy a Lost Island sweatshirt and some other merch too, so I will now insert the clip too of showing some of the merch that I got from Lost Island because it was awesome and really fun. So here's the merchandise that I got from Lost Island. This plush, I was really hoping they would have a plush of one of the mascots or characters, and so this is the Tamariki from Lost Island. They are small furry creatures native to Lost Island theme park. Magical, elusive guardians that represent things best shared. And in the story too, you kind of maybe heard it during the welcoming ceremony, but they helped out with the other realms, like the Udara, the Awa, and the elements to take down the Volkanu after he attacks. So the Tamariki are cool. That's also what the kids area is called, like the Tamariki village. And then this was actually really cool. So Lost Island has so much like branded merch too and awesome stuff, and this was a mystery egg thing, so it was like a blind bag and you didn't know which one you were gonna get. Let me show the options. So they're called Realm Rascals from the Lost Island theme park. It's actually so cool that they have these. It's like a blind bag. They're like little characters from the park in blind bags, and there are commons, uncommons, and rares, and I saw these in the store. They were only $5 for each little egg thing with a blind bag in it, and I really wanted, I liked Aoka because he kind of looks similar to the Tamariki plush, but I really wanted Matugani. I also like Yik Yik too. Oratika is cool. That's like the statue that they made to help with Volkanu. That one was the rare one, but the one that I wanted most was Matugani, and you probably saw it when I was opening the egg first, but I bought one egg and happened to get Matugani, who is an uncommon, so I thought that was pretty cool. I was really happy to get that. And then also, I talked about it in the video, but I did get the refillable drink cup. It was $20 for the cup and a full day of fills, and I always like to get those at pretty much any theme park. They actually did have two. I thought it was interesting, a similar system to Disney, where they activate like a chip in the bottom of the cup, and it's good for a duration of time, so that's how they do like the day one versus the season. And then when you get your drinks, you set it on a thing and it scans the chip and activates if you're good to get a fill. So I thought that was cool. It's also just a really cool souvenir cup, like the colors and the images and everything. Grabbed a park map, of course, which is really cool, and shows some of the characters too. And yeah, there's just so much lore for the park. Oh, and Matugani on the front. Couple things about the parks and good stuff to know. A map, of course, and then check out here all the characters that they have. There's so many different ones for the park, and some of these are on like the queue lines, some of them are in the pre-shows, some of them are in the app and the lore. You can get them as like avatars, badges. It's just very fun. And then of course I grabbed a pin. I was so glad they had pins. I thought this one was nice, just with Lost Island theme park and the Ferris wheel. There were a couple other cool options too, and then you've probably seen all this stuff sitting on the nice Lost Island theme park hoodie, and it's so soft. It's like fleece inside, and all the prices for this stuff were super reasonable. I think the hoodie was $42, and it's awesome. There was a Matugani hoodie that I kind of wanted. I showed it in the video, but I got this one instead. But still, if we go back, I kind of want the other one too, so maybe we'll see. And then the Tamariki plush was $20. The Realm Buddy was $5. The cup I said was 20, and then the pin I think was 10. But with all these prices too, they like factored the tax into the prices, so that's like exactly what you paid. So like the Tamariki plush said 20, it was exactly 20 once you bought it. And same thing with the food there too, like the prices listed on the menu boards were the straight price you paid, which is really nice. That was cool, and I was not expecting that. Helped save a little bit of money that I was expecting to spend on top of the listed prices. Super good merch overall, and it'd be cool to go back and eventually get some more, or if they do add other rides, hopefully they'll keep making merch for the rides. We showed it in the video too, but they actually even had like merch for Volkanu, like with the Oratika statue that you could buy, like a little model of it. I did want to just say a few other things too, kind of like recapping the rides, because there were all some pretty great ones. We absolutely love Matugani. Probably rode it like 9 times. Even in, you know, bigger parks, that would be a pretty, you know, standout coaster. It is a little short, but it would still hold lines. It would still stack up in a coaster lineup. Nopuko, it's a really cool sight piece for the park, but it's not the greatest coaster. It was pretty forceful. It was fun, but there are some rough parts that bang you around for sure, and I definitely noticed them. And I actually really like the drop tower. I think I said that, but the theming was just next level. And Volkanu, it won a golden ticket for best new family ride in 2022, I think, and it truly stacked up. It was impressive. They even had smells in there. The guns that you shot with were pretty accurate on the targets. The scoring system was fun. The show scenes were good. The physical sets were incredible. They put so much effort into that, and it's clear, you know, a lot of thought and detail, and honestly, like, money was invested into that. So I really hope they continue to do more things like that, because I know Nopuko and Matugani were both kind of like coaster transplants. Like, I think Nopuko came from South Africa and Matugani came from Sweden, which, I mean, it's pretty cool that you can ride coasters that were transported there, but I also wonder if they were slightly like cheaper for that reason, because then you don't have to construct brand new coasters from the ground up. So I really hope they get something like, I don't know, if they could transplant another that would be like an awesome, you know, banger of a coaster that would really bring something to the park, that would be awesome. But also if they could construct their own like Lost Island original coaster, I feel like they could make an amazing one. Like, they would probably put some over the top theming and details into it, and I truly think they'd knock it out of the park and it would be a destination coaster. So overall, ride lineup, coaster lineup a little weak, really good flat rides and good variety and collection though. You can definitely spend a whole day doing the rides and getting some re-rides for sure. And the staff was just so friendly. Like, I don't know if I've ever experienced staff that good and that kind and nice and welcoming outside of Disney. And I just wanted to say too, like, for as not busy as the park was, I really appreciated that they did not spare on the characters or the interactions or the welcome ceremony. You know, they could have cut things like that out, but they kept them, and it really adds to the story and the immersion and makes it a very special place to visit and just get a consistently good experience. So I'm excited to go back and try Lost Island again. And yeah, just kind of wanted to share some additional details there because it was such a good day. Good food, good prices, really amazing, pristine, well-maintained, well-operated, fun, family theme park that goes above and beyond with the immersion and the details, and is definitely worth checking out, especially if they do end up adding more coasters to their lineup and a few more rides too. They've got a pretty good selection of other rides and flat rides, but you know, they could always expand too. The park is a little on the smaller side, but that also makes it nice right now because you can get to anywhere really quickly. The layout is awesome, and yeah, it's just beautiful. It is very open though, I will say that's one thing, so there's not a ton of shade, but it didn't really take anything away from the day because there were still tons of places to get inside outside of the shade and cool down in the AC, and their queue theming was great too. They had pre-shows for Volkanu and even the drop tower, which I really liked too, which was a huge surprise. But yeah, overall just very impressive, super cool, and if you haven't heard of Lost Island, you should definitely check it out and consider maybe making a visit. They do have the water park too, so it'd be like a really good 2-day thing. You could easily spend 2 days at the theme park as well, just hitting rides on the coasters or other rides, and especially if you have a family or kids, there are so many good family rides. There's the Tamariki section, which is kind of like the kids area, and then all the realms are so cool and very cohesive and well themed, and just yeah, very over the top, and it's clear that there was a lot of work and effort put into it. I also did throughout the day use the app that Lost Island has to collect some treasures and badges. So I'll insert like a photo here too of my avatar and everything, and I got to level 5, and then at the end of the day, they actually have a leaderboard for people who got the most points throughout the day in the Lost Island Park, just from like riding rides and collecting treasures. And I was number 3 on the leaderboard for points earned in Lost Island for the day. And I got like 29% through the story completion with the treasures, so I'd like to eventually go back too to claim more of the treasures and finish off the story and get some more of the badges and stuff too. It was really fun, but yeah, I think it was really cool to see the park now in its early stages before it does potentially grow. And I really hope it does well and everything goes awesome for Lost Island, because I'd like to go back for sure. I'd like to visit once they have another coaster or 2 or 3 and more rides. They've definitely got room in the area to expand, pretty much in the middle of nowhere. Looks like they've got a lot of space around if they potentially wanted to. And yeah, something in the fire section is coming and it should be awesome, but definitely recommend checking it out. Had a fantastic day at Lost Island, and we would love to go back to do both the water park and the theme park, even spend a full weekend there. They have go-karts too, mini golf, overall park experience. It was just top-notch, top-tier theme park, and it's crazy that it doesn't get more traffic, and there's just so much care put into it just all across the board. So for sure check out Lost Island, and hope you enjoyed getting to come along to see Lost Island and go on a little bit of an adventure and try something new. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel to catch more of our videos once we do post them. And as always, thanks for keeping up in, not Disney this time, but Lost Island, and we will see you real soon. Bye.